The following are instructions for your standard 6-band puzzle ring. The 6-band puzzle ring has 2 outside bands, 1 and 2, and 4 inside bands, 1, 2, 3, 4. I always recommend people, before they take their puzzle rings apart, to study the rings to help them understand the placement of the bands. I will now take the puzzle ring apart and help you identify what the bands look like when the ring is apart. The easiest bands to identify are going to be the outside bands because they have 2 prominent points on them. So you can see there's one point and there's another point. The other bands are going to be the 4 inside bands, and they essentially look the same with exception 2 of the bands are smooth and 2 of the bands have a dimple. The first step when working with the standard 6-band puzzle ring is to put the outside bands so that the points are facing out. So you can see I've rotated it around and I have one band that points out to the right and the other band that points out to the left. I then drop these and I'm going to work with the 4 inside bands. The trick with the 6-band puzzle ring is that these 4 inside bands can be treated as 2 bands. What I have one pair of bands, the smooth ones, and one pair of bands which have the dimple. I then turn the bands upside down with the dimpled band in my right hand. I turn it counterclockwise and rest it inside of the smooth band. So you can see what's happened is these 2 outside bands have gotten trapped inside of a figure 8. My next step is to identify which of the outermost bands I feed in first. And to do this, I count the number of dimples. You can see this band has 1, 2 dimples, and this band has 1, 2, 3, 4 dimples. I always want to work with the band that has the most number of dimples first. So what I do, again, working with it in my right hand, I turn it so the ring is upside down. The bands are on top of the outermost band is on top of this band, and I turn it inside of the figure 8. I have to let it loose quite a bit because this piece is so big. Turn it inside and fold it down. I then rotate the ring around because I'm more comfortable working with my right hand, and I take the remaining band and I do the same thing. Again, I have to leave it quite loose in order to get that large point through the figure 8. I fold it down, and there you have the 6-band standard gold puzzle ring.